Hi everyone, my name is Stepan. I'm 29 years old and I've been in Korea for 3.5 years. I mostly shoot street photography and night portraits. I think I started shooting in this specific style because when I just arrived to Seoul, I realized it's very different from my hometown. I was just inspired by these neon lights, like many foreigners, and just this, it looked unique for me. I never seen this before, and I've never been to other Asian countries before Korea. That's why I guess I was so inspired. So I would describe this style as just like nighttime, maybe a little bit cyberpunk portrait. I don't really like shooting in studios because it looks too perfect for me. I like this kind of like city atmosphere, like underground vibes. And I think when you add a model, like especially girl there is some kind of dissonance between the model and the background. That's why I like it. So I use Olympus cameras, which is called OMD cameras, OM cameras now. I've been shooting with this brand for like almost 10 years, and this camera for maybe like 3 or 4 years. And I really like Sigma lenses. So for this shot, I mostly use Sigma DCDN 16 millimeters 1.4 and Sigma DCDN 30 millimeters 1.4. Do the last shot. I'm gonna change the lens. It's gonna be should stay there. It's gonna be I'm shooting from afar. So we are shooting in Iljiro area, which is I think maybe the old one of the oldest areas in Seoul. I personally love shooting there because of unique combination of underground bars uh, and working class atmosphere, kinda. Yeah, so when I just started experimenting with this kind of like color lights, I just uh, I just followed my intuition, kinda. But then I started digging deeper and learn color theory, and now I usually select light, just like the color of the light, based on the background color. For example, the most simple example is if the background is yellow or like orangish, I prefer blue light on the model because these are complementary colors. Or sometimes I use if the background is blue and yellow, I usually use a red color because it creates a triad. It's like different triadic colors. Basically, this when we were shooting at this taco place, uh, there are four colors: red, green, and blue and yellow, which are two pairs of complementary colors. So basically, this is kind of complicated color combination when you use two pairs of complementary colors. So when I added my light, like artificially, I kind of tried to match this color scheme. So blue, yellow, red, and green. When we're shooting, when we're shooting at the market, the lights there are mostly kind of warm yellow, so I choose blue color for the model. Yeah, and I think we also shoot with red, but I don't remember. So, so I noticed that night many photographers that shoot nighttime, they don't really think about composition because there is not much light, and they just try to shoot a model with like interesting background. But I think it's still important to use basic composition techniques like leading lines and frames, because you can use uh, the background, like the taco store, as a frame to create an additional accent on the model. And also since this building is it's in the corner of the building, I used leading lines to make additional accent on the model's face. So when we arrived at the place, we noticed there is a car, and I instantly thought about shooting through the car to create an additional frame using the car window, and of course reflections. So, because there is a lot of light from this taco place, I thought I can create an additional uh, reflections. Yeah, just to create more special vibe. When it comes to posing, I usually have a few, I would say from 5 to 10 screenshots on my phone. If the model doesn't know what to do, I show her and I say do this and do that. But in this case, the model was kind of experienced. I didn't really need to tell much. But usually I try to keep this kind of like mysterious mood. Maybe like since the atmosphere is kind of mm, underground, right? It's kind of mysterious. I like to use closed poses when model holds herself with her hands, for example, or sits um, sits down low, close to the ground. Something like this kind of like mysterious poses that show that this vibe of a girl who's lost in this old mysterious area.
How was the overall session with Kobo? How do you think it went, and how were the photos?
I think it's all good, and I like some of the shots. I really like the colors. Like that taco place is very special, I think, because most of the places they use one light, I would say, one color. But this taco place is pretty unique. I like the colors that we can see on the pictures, and I like that car. You cannot really find this kind of car in Korea, so I like that it was here. Yeah, I'm also satisfied with the market shots, but I think the main location was like taco place. Yeah.
What do you got going on these days, photo wise, and where can people find you?
Actually, these days, I feel like I need to experiment more, so I take more daytime photo shoots. I like this kind of daytime film vibe, and also I have a Sirui lens, which is anamorphic lens, but I barely use it. But these days, I feel like I just started using it more, and it creates a really unique vibe, like more cinematic, with the wide shots. So I think I'm gonna focus on this more also. Yeah.
And where can people find you?
And people can find me on Instagram. Actually, only I do other social medias, but I guess I'm too lazy to focus on them in the same way like Instagram.
That's a wrap, man.
That's all.
That's it.
Ah, fuck. My fingers are gonna.